So you guys should have picked whatever method that you preferred to factor with from the video from before. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to section 4.5 now, where we actually have to solve these things. So notice on each one of these, I should have set them equal to 0. Now on the homework, if they're not set equal to 0, let's say that 9 was on the wrong side, you would have to bring it over, okay? So the first thing I should probably make a note up here is make sure that you always set these things equal to 0. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do this. So I didn't want to refactor 4 brand new problems, so I just copied the problems from the front. From the front, you should remember this one factored into x minus 5 and x plus 3 equals 0. This one factored with a 2 out front, and from the front it was x minus 2 and x minus 2. Again, this is from the front. We already factored them. I don't see the need to reinvent the wheel. Down on number 3, you had a GCF, and I don't care what video you watched, you should have got the 2x minus 5 and 2x plus 3. And on this one, you should have pulled your 3 out, which we did together, and then you would have ended with 5x plus 1 and 4x plus 3. Okay, now it's just a matter of solving these things. It's not too terribly difficult. First step, set each parenthesis equal to 0. And then solve for x. So on this problem, add 5, and on this one, subtract 3. And that's what x would be. If you took either one of these numbers and plugged it in up here, you would get a 0 out. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. Now, essentially what happens is this 2 totally goes away and it cancels. So you're like dividing by 2 on both sides. So you don't have to worry about this little GCF on the outside at all because it doesn't have an x. So set each parenthesis equal to 0. And I know it's weird because they're both the same. Yeah, you technically only have to do it once. Because no matter which one you do, when you add 2, you get x equals 2. So you only have to state x equals 2 once. But if you want to state it twice, that's fine. Alright, down here, do the same thing. Set the 2x minus 5 equal to 0. Set the 2x plus 3 equal to 0. And solve each parenthesis. So add 5, so 2x equals 5. Yeah, this one's a little harder. Divide by 2, x equals 5 halves, or 2.5. On this one, take away 3, so you get negative 3. Divide by 2, so you get negative 3 halves, or negative 1.5. If you plug those values into your original problem, you will get a 0 when you do so. The last one, set 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Set 4x plus 3 equal to 0. And solve. Take away the 1, 5x equals negative 1. Take away the 3, 4x equals negative 3. Divide by 5, x equals negative 1/5. Divide by 4, x equals negative 3/4. Doesn't matter which one's first, by the way, in parentheses. If you had the 4x plus 3 first, then that's fine. Just make sure you have them both. Alright, I do have one more video to show you, and it's how to use your calculator to solve these things.